Hey y'all, Farmer Dre back at it. Today we're out here in the orchard and I just want to make a quick video admiring the blossoms on our apple trees. I know this time of year we get super busy with planting stuff with the tomatoes, with the strawberries and stuff. And you know, I only come in the orchard when I have to. You know, I inspect the trees and just kind of look at them driving through with the four-wheeler. And I gotta come through and spray them and we'll come through and mow the trees. But a lot of times we forget how beautiful spring can be. Sometimes it's just good to come out here and just, you know, just walk through it and admire how beautiful God's creation is. As you guys know, we have been fighting the spring frost, you know, for the past couple weeks. You know, it's been getting down in the 20s. And, you know, last night it got down to 30 degrees, which an apple bloom, you know, it doesn't actually get frost damage until it gets down to 27 degrees. Thankfully, we haven't gotten that low yet. But the next couple of days, it's supposed to get cold again. So, you know, I did spray an extra potassium on the trees. Potassium helps, you know, with the stamen inside the flower, so it's not that susceptible to frost. And then if it does get too cold, then we get out here and start burning old straw bales and hay bales. We're just trying to heat up the blocks that we have in flower. So overall, you know, this time of year, it's nice and beautiful, but we have to be very cautious with the weather because, you know, the trees, they only flower once during the spring. And if we do lose the flowers to the frost, then we're out of a crop. And then, you know, we're in big trouble then. But, you know, it's just a beautiful time of year. You know, it's just coming out here and just seeing how beautiful it is. You know, today is literally, it's a lot cooler than usual. It's about 45 degrees right now, which last week it was up in the 80s, and I started getting used to that nice weather. So it gets back in the 30s again, and I gotta put on my Carhartt because I think it's cold, but it's still early on. It's still spring. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys more of the apple trees and just see how beautiful it is. So whenever the trees come out of dormancy, you know, the first step out of the bud break, they open up, and the first thing that comes out is the leaves, and that is called a 1/2-inch green, or the green tip. And we come through and, you know, just check them if there's any disease pressure or anything like that. Thankfully this year we haven't had too many disease issues, so we didn't need to spray that much. And after that, then you can start seeing the actual buds that will become the flower. And that stage is called the tight cluster stage. And then they open up to the pink stage, and, you know, then the pink tips, and then they open up to the open blossom. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys, you know, we have, you know, they're past the bud break part, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the pink stage of the flower and the open bloom. And then, you know, we already have some flowers here that are in the petal fall stage. And as you can see here, we have some petals here on the ground. So, you know, it's just awesome to see, you know, the whole process with the tree actually goes through. All right, so as you guys can see here, this was a bud that broke, and these are the first leaves that came out, and then there is 4 flowers that came out of it. And as you can see here, this flower right here, this is called the king blossom, and this is the blossom we do want to keep. So we'll come through, you know, if they don't get pollinated, these things will fall off naturally, and if they do all get pollinated, we got to come through and thin them out. But this is what we want to see here, is just that king blossom. See, what the nice thing about an apple tree, it's going to generally put out 5 blossoms per bud. So if you do get frosted out on this one, then these ones are more tolerant, you know, whenever it comes to open bloom. But these are the open blooms, but these are the pink tip that I was talking about there. So they broke bud, and these are going to go ahead and open up and blossom as well. And this is a bud that's about halfway through. So it's just, it's nice to know, and you know, the different stages. And as I see here, this one right here probably has a little bit of frost damage on the petioles, on the actual flower leaves themselves. But as long as the stamen inside the flower there, or the ovule, as you can see here, so this is a perfect example right there, where you know that's an itty bitty apple inside that's going to continue growing there. So you know, we have all different stages of the flowers just sitting right here. So this is when the petal falls, it's going to go ahead and form into a small fruit. And then we still got the pink tips coming on. So as you guys can see there, it's just a beautiful, beautiful time of year. It's just everything is nice and white and green. You know, we come through and inspect the leaves and underneath the leaves as well to see if there's any insects or any fungal problems or anything like that. So just coming through, walking the orchard, you know, we're super busy here on the farm, but coming through here, it's kind of, you know, people, a lot of people go out and, you know, do stuff to relax themselves. I just like to come in the orchard and just admire nature and how it is. So it's beautiful, you know, seeing the progress of the trees. You know, this is what inspires me to continue on farming. It's just, you know, it just gets me super excited, you know, to come out here and just look at the trees and, you know, hoping for a good year. So we went ahead and planted the high density system in 2019. So these are going to be 2-year-old trees, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, you know, a baby tree is going to go ahead and start producing fruit. And you know, these trees are about 20 years old now, and you know, they're still going strong. But you know, these trees waited, you know, until they're 5 or 6 year olds to go ahead and start producing. So now we are standing in our high density block, and like I mentioned, we planted these in last year, the spring of 2019. And this first row right here, this is Gala, and they're on a Geneva 41 rootstock. And these dwarfing rootstocks that we planted are very precocious, meaning they're going to come in production a lot sooner. And as you can see here, this is a 2-year-old trees here, and they're filled with flowers. And this is, as a producer, as a grower, this is what you want to see. And you know, this is very exciting. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some more here. So you know, the flowers are looking just amazing. And you know, tree this size is gonna go ahead and put out more flowers than we want. So we're just gonna leave, you know, anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe 15 fruit per tree. On the more vigorous trees that are up to the 3rd wire, we might leave 12 to 15. But you know, this is what excites me about the high density system, is that you see your return on investment, and you know, in the first couple of years, maybe 3 to 4 years, and by the 5th year, these are going to be fully mature, fully grown up to the top wire there, and be producing, you know, close to 2,000 bushels to the acre. So you know, this time is a beautiful time of the year, like I keep mentioning. But you know, this is when we could go ahead and see our crop and how it's going to turn out and stuff. You know, this is just the start of it, but you know, we're hoping for a good season. So yeah, these 2-year-old Galas are very impressive. I am very impressed by these. And as you can see here, they're just covered with blossoms. So So this is gonna be pretty much it for today. Just a quick little orchard update video. You know, we were doing a lot of stuff here on the farm, and let's go see here, we have some exciting news. I went ahead and tilled up that block back there, and starting next week, we're gonna go ahead and start planting blueberries. We went ahead and ordered another 1,200 blueberry bushes, and I'm gonna make a complete video on that. But this is gonna be pretty much it for today. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe and go smash that like button if you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit that notification icon so you guys can be notified whenever I do upload a video. I want to say thanks for watching up to this point. You guys have a good day. We will see you next time.